Good morning, good afternoon to everyone, and welcome to our cloud coaching session today. I am Violeta. Together with me, there is Anj, who will be your presenter, and my colleague Tom. We are here to help you, and we are more than happy to share a very cool topic. So, for today, you will see the power of OCI AI Services with Oracle Digital Assistant, and Anj will tell you more about it. So, stay tuned because today there will be all demo, so no presentation for the services we are going to cover. Today, I'm joined by my colleague Anj, who will tell you more about himself and his experience with Oracle. Um, that was all on my side. So I would like to wish you to enjoy this call and the great demo that Anj will do for today. All right, thank you and enjoy the session. Over to you, Anj.
Yeah. Thank you, Violeta. Hi, all. Thank you for joining. This is Anshuman. I'm from the Business in Process Innovation team, and I work on Conversation AI and many other products of Oracle, which is known as I'm the Conversation AI product of Oracle, known as Oracle Digital Assistant. And today I will be taking you through a lot of different demos and cool stuffs that we have prepared with another product of Oracle, and integrating it with like Oracle AI Services, through which I'll be going through and showing you different kind of stuffs like you can do check out sentiment analysis, you can do OCR configuration, like you can upload a document and read through it. And apart from that, also, I'll be going through new things in ODA, like the Oracle SQL dialog, how we are using it, how cool it is. Apart from that, at the last, the main thing that also will be showing you is how we are helping our customers to go live by themselves using the new concierge template that we have developed. So using which a customer who doesn't knows anything in coding or doesn't wants to do any coding or anything can go live with a FAQ bot live within 2 weeks. Very easy thing to do. Like this 2 weeks consists of all the testing and everything. So let me share my screen and go through the magic. So so let me start off with the sentiment analysis part that I was speaking of. So now this is something where we have integrated with AI services. And as I said, so over here, what we are trying to achieve is suppose a digital assistant is not able to answer anything. And at that moment of time, we should actually know what the sentiment of the person is, because a customer can come and simply say anything to the digital assistant, and based on his sentiments, probably we as the digital assistant owners can provide them with different kind of answers. Now, for example, if I come and simply say that like for example, I am really happy by the way the bot responds. So obviously now over here, the bot definitely doesn't knows how to answer this, because something we have not trained the bot with something like this. But here we are understanding that, okay, the person is really happy. So that's a positive sentiment for the bot. And we are answering the same unresolved part of the bot of the assistant by simply saying, I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Please try again. Now, the same thing, if the person is unhappy, so suppose I'm really unhappy by the way the bot responds. Now, this is something that being a designer, I have to take care of. If the person is not happy, so we need to take care of that. So suppose we immediately understand that, okay, the person is not happy. So we immediately say him that, why don't you talk to our live agent? Now, this is just a scenario. We can change it whatever we want. But over here, the main thing what I'm trying to showcase over here is to understand the sentiment of a person. Now, at the same time, if I just want to know, I want to know, or suppose, who is Anshuman Panda? Now, in this particular case, it's neither a positive sentiment nor a negative sentiment. So in that type of case, we just answered the bot back. So it's a neutral statement you see over here. So over here, as you saw, we are able to grasp the sentiment of the digital assistant and or the questions that are being asked by the person. And based on that, whatever we want to do, we definitely can do with the assistant. Now, let me show you, apart from this, another strong feature of the AI services where we can upload any document and we can extract the texts from the document. Based on that, we can do anything. Like, for example, why don't we check it out for an expense reimbursement? So, for example, if I come for an expense reimbursement and I want to enter my official email ID over here. Now, I'm just entering my official email ID over here for a reason, which I'll show you. So now over here, we have option to select the date. We can also enter it, which we definitely have the option in ODA, but this is the date selector that we have prepared. And if you want to do something like that, for this, in the slideshows, we will be providing you with a link where we have a blog written how you can achieve or create a date selector like this. So it's there in the Oracle blogs, how we can do this. So I can say yes. And then over here, I can come and upload any picture of the invoice. Now, for example, if you see over here, just the restaurant bill, I just upload this bill over here. Now this bill is being uploaded and automatically ODA or Oracle Digital Assistant sends it to the AI services to fetch all the texts from this. Now, if you see over here, the name was some Marco Polo restaurant. So we get the name, the merchant name, the merchant address. We get the transaction date, the transaction time, the total amount. If you see 2293, so exact amount we get. So whatever it's there in the bill, we can also get the line items over here from this if we require. That is also there. So we just need to, add those values as well in my digital assistant, and I can get them back as well. But this is super easy. We don't write any code for this. I'll show you how we can call any backend APIs in ODA without writing anything. It's just like you are calling APIs through Postman. That's what we need to do. So suppose if I say no, and let me try to upload some other bill. Sorry, I was not the restaurant bill that I was trying to do, but probably my fuel receipt. So suppose I just upload any fuel receipt, or let me show you a simple picture where it's being taken from just my phone, a mobile phone. So it goes through it. And if you see, it is from a merchant shell, and the address of the merchant, the total amount and everything, it is able to extract from it. So suppose if I say, yes, this is what I wanted to upload. Now, immediately for a verification purpose, before submitting the expense, what will happen is a 4-digit OTP will be sent to my email ID for a verification purpose that, yes, it was me itself. So if I just come over here and see OTP has been sent to my account or my email ID. So I can give any email ID over there. So suppose 6536. Now over here, let me enter a wrong OTP and show you if we are doing OTP verification also or not. So if I just enter wrong OTP, you see over here, the OTP verification is done and it says a wrong OTP. So if I come and enter the correct OTP, it goes through it. So yeah, you see it's verified and done. So this was related to the OCR part, where you saw that any document which we can upload into the digital assistant, we can extract all the text from it. Now, apart from this, we also have a latest thing that we have done recently. And again, there is a blog written how you can, and you can go through that blog and see how we can do that. But that is related to the translation part. So for example, if I come and if I want to try out something in different languages. So we have built a multilingual bot using Oracle AI services. So yeah, if you come over here, you see the bot welcomes you by obviously the default language is English over here. But suppose if I come and ask something in German over here. So if I say hello in German, the bot understands, but this moment we have trained the bot only in English and Romanian. So it says, well, I know German, that you are speaking in German, but I'm only trained with these things. So, okay, so let me go with Romanian over here. So if you see over here, as soon as I selected Romanian, the bot answers me back in Romanian. Now over here, we are not using any translation services like Google or Microsoft or anything. We are just using Oracle AI services to achieve whatever I'm showing over here. So Now, if I come and ask something in Romanian, like for example, let me first ask the same questions in English. So, for example, if I ask, what is ODA? Now, if you see, the bot immediately understands that this person is speaking in English, so it replies me back in English. Now, the same question, probably I can ask a different question, like, for example, native languages supported in ODA. Now, you see, the bot answers me back in English. But the same thing, suppose if I ask it back in Romanian. So what I've done is I've just kept some Romanian translated texts over here. So let me ask the same question in Romanian and see how the bot answers. Now, if you see over here, as soon as I ask the question in Romanian, it immediately answers me back in Romanian. Now, the same, I'll ask a different question in Romanian, and it answers me back in Romanian. And as I said, if you want to achieve this, there's an article already published in Oracle blogs, and Violetta will be sharing the link as well at the end, which you can go through it and you can try it out. Now, apart from these were the different things that, and there are much more things in AI services that you can achieve. These are some of the things. How you can do these things is something you can definitely go through that blog and check it out. And you can leverage other AI services from Oracle and ODA to achieve everything like this so easily. Now, apart from this, now let me go through the SQL dialog part, which, as I said, is the latest edition. So imagine you have your database with a lot of tables over there. Now, suppose if you want, instead of writing queries to the database, going and typing all the queries, you want the bot or the digital assistant to go and check from the database and answer you back. So that is something achievable by using Oracle SQL Dialog, which is recently added in ODA. So if you see over here, this is a simple page where we have integrated this with the tables in ADW. Now I'll just show you over here. Now this is my database, and these are the different tables that I have: the invoices table, the payments table, the supplies table. And these tables I have just came and added to my bot, and I've not done anything. I've not written any code or anything. Now let me show you that. So for example, sorry, I just got logged out to my instance. So I'm just logging. Yeah. So if you see, this is what the SQL dialogues I was speaking of. So the only thing that we have come over here and done is we come and add the database connection in this particular data tab. So it's just starting. Maybe some browser issues. What I'll do is I'll just close this up and open.
I was just going to say, Ansh, it sounds like a cookie issue, or it looks like a cookie issue.
Yeah. No issues. I'll just open it up again. My OD instance, yeah. Okay, but what we do is we just configure the ADW, we just provide the wallet, ADW wallet details over here, and this is a little bit coming. So we just provide the ADW wallet details over here. And once that is done, what we just need to do is just go and, yeah, over here, this is what. So we just provided the connection details over here. And once this is done, we can come down to a skill, and I'll just check for that particular skill. And if you see over here, there's not even a single intent, but automatically it works out of the box for you. So in the entities, we just need to come and add the data set over here. So in the entity, you need to just import it from the data service. So if you see over here, this is the data service which was there. So as soon as you select the data service, all the tables are automatically fetched for you. You just need to select all the tables and import them, and that's it. And after that, how does it works is, so for example, if I come and open up the demo for you. So suppose, for example, I want to check how many suppliers are there. So it immediately goes and fetches the details from my database that you have 101 suppliers. So if I want to view all my suppliers, if you just need to say, show me all the suppliers, and automatically all the suppliers are fetched for you. So if I want to view, if I want to do a joint between two tables and do a query, something like that, is that possible? Yes, definitely. So for example, if you see over here, I'm fetching the invoice of a particular supplier, it goes and fetches me the invoice amount for that supplier. So it automatically does the joint also for you and everything. So all the queries are created by default by ODA, and you need not do anything over here. So I hope this is cool enough to fetch anything from the database. So that was from the database side. As I told you that we have SQL dialogues over here. You can query anything from the database using this feature without writing any single line of code. The most important thing of which I wanted to show you today was also something using which a lot of our customers are going live today, which is using the concierge template that we have developed right away. So I'll just show you how quickly can you create a FAQ bot and without writing a single line of code. So let me show you. So for example, what you need to do is you need to just have our concierge template that we have. So let me show you the template. Yeah. And what I'll do is I'll just clone it up and I'll say cloud coaching as the name. And I can select any version. Okay, so this is the version which we have, and I can just clone this. So automatically what happens is my concierge template gets cloned for you. You can definitely use in the base version as well, but I'm just showing that that is something that you can do it. Now over here, suppose I want to fetch, or like, for example, let me in the starting of the call today, Violetta was explaining you something about cloud free tier. So suppose if I just go to cloud free tier FAQ and search in the Oracle blogs. So now if I just go and see that we have a FAQ page, and if you see, for example, if you want your bot to answer all these questions, so you might be having a lot of FAQ questions for your organization or anywhere. So you can either keep them in a PDF file, you can keep them in your web page, or you can also keep them in an HTML page and just give that link to the bot. And the bot will take up all the questions and answers and create automatically those for you. Now let me show you like those. So I'll just take this URL and come back to my digital assistant over here. So I'll go, now we have something called, if you see over here, we have something called knowledge documents over here. So I go and press on this knowledge document and just give it a name. So for example, I say cloud coaching, okay. Any name I can give. And now, as I said, either I can drop a PDF file or an HTML on a URL. In this case, it's an URL file. So I'll just drop the URL and press on create. So automatically what it happens is, it will just go and go through that page, which the URL, what we have given. It will fetch each and every question. Based on that question, it will also frame the intents by itself. And it will take the answers and it will automatically create all the FAQs for it. And after that, the only thing that you need to do is it's just to train it. And once this is done in top of this particular FAQ or the concierge template that we are speaking of, what we are going to show, that's something is a little bit of a thing that you have to wait for probably just 2 to 3 minutes more as soon as it's done. So if you see over here, it's getting processed. It will not take more than a minute. to do this. And a little more. Meanwhile, this happens. I'm just going to explain you guys one more thing, a very important thing, which is how easily is it to, okay, by the way, if I come back over here, if you see it's completed. So as soon as it gets completed, you just need to wait for some seconds more unless this particular button is enabled for you. So as soon as this button is enabled, we can go and review those intents as well. So meanwhile, by the time it happens, so I just come back to the home page. Okay, by the way, it has happened. So I'll press on review intents. And if you see each and every question that we had, like for example, what is Oracle Cloud Free tier? So automatically, or I mean, probably it's not in the same sequence, but each and every questions is being taken, and everything is created for you. And if you see the question is there, the answer is there, the utterances are created and everything. So let me just add those to my skill. And if I just do that, so now if I come back to the intents tab, you see all those questions and answers are automatically created for me. Okay. So after this happens, what I'm just going to do is I just need to train my bot. So I'll just put it into the training mode, and then I'll go you and show you something else. So I'll just put it on the training mode. So by the time it gets trained, I'll just show you how easily we can connect with any backend APIs. So just now you saw how I was calling the AI services. You can call any backend APIs, let it be to fetch weather, fetch anything. And so using those that option, I'll show you something else also after this particular demo. So let me go back over here, and how we can connect to any backend APIs in ODA is very simple. We come over here to the settings option, and here we have the API services. So here we can come and simply create our API service of whichever backend document you want to call. Like for example, you saw how the way I was calling the OCR part, where I was calling the AI services of Oracle API of Oracle AI service. So over here, I just need to give, so you can just press on add a REST service, give a name to it, the endpoint, the methods. Will it be a put, post, patch, or whatever it is? So, and as soon as you create, you can come and you can add the authentication part. If there is some authentication to that, you can create a header, or you can create the body and everything. You can pass parameters and whatnot. So once you create this, you can utilize this particular APIs in any of your skill. You just need to add those APIs to your skill, and that's it. It's ready to go. You don't write any piece of code. You don't do anything. So you just add the API, you'll get the response in a variable, and you can display that wherever you want to. So as I said, you can, for example, this is a fetch weather API where I'm calling it from the Open Weather Map API services, where I'm passing the key, the app ID, which is totally secured. Once you put it over here, nobody can come and see it. So you can just put it over here and utilize them in your skills if you want to. You can pass any parameters, headers, whatever you want to, or you can also do those things from your skill level as well. So this is how we can call it. Let me just go back and see if the training is done or not. So no, it takes a little bit of more time to do the training. I believe it's done or what? Let me just check it out. Yeah, looks like it is done. So now, for example, if I need to just simply ask a question from whatever we had created. So for example, Oracle Cloud Free Tier FAQ. So let me just come and check it out. Sorry. I think it's still getting trained, but so we can preview it over here, but I believe it is still training. So for example, if I just ask what is Oracle Cloud Free Tier FAQ, let's see if it answers. If not, then the training is still going on. We need to just wait for a minute, and as soon as the training happens, we'll show you. Using this, before this training is completed, and I show you the magic of this concierge template. So what all things it does, I'll just show you one more last thing. That is, using this, what we have also created is a simple call through the chat GPT, which is very much going on at the moment everywhere. So what we have done over here is, if the bot is not able to answer any question, I thought, why don't we ask ChatGPT if we can do integration with that and fetch that value. So for example, if I'm not trained the bot with how's the weather today, or obviously tell me a joke. So can the bot answer that? So if you see over here, I say, hello, Ansh, welcome to Oracle Digital Assistant. How can I help you today? So if I ask, what is ODA? Obviously the bot is trained with this, so it will immediately answer that, what is Oracle Digital Assistant? Well, Oracle Digital Assistant is a platform which allows you to create and deploy, blah, blah, blah. But if I come here and ask some questions like, who is the president of India? The bot is not trained with this. So over here, it just says, sorry, I didn't get, let me search the internet for you. And it goes and searches ChatGPT. And we all know ChatGPT answers are a little bit outdated. So it still believes that the president of India is Ramnath Kovind, who is not yet, definitely. So, but anyways, like for example, if I ask, how is the weather today? And again, how have I done the integration of this? Is using the API services and calling ChatGPT APIs, which is very simple. So you see over here, what we are trying to show you is you can connect with any backend APIs and connect them with ODA to fetch those answers for you. It can be your backend knowledge services, your knowledge management, or anything. So anything, the ODA can just go and fetch answers for you. So now this is done. So let me just come and see. Yes, the training is done. So now let me try and ask the same question. So instead of cloud free tier effect, I'll just say cloud free tier. So here, yeah, now if you see over here, so automatically, now this is the magic of the cloud coach, or sorry, this is the magic of the concierge template that we have developed. So when you take the concierge template and develop something, now if you see over here, when you're asking cloud free tier, you're not mentioning exactly that, are you looking for what is cloud free tier, or any question that is related to cloud free tier. Now over here, what we are doing is we are just going and fetching whatever the 5 best answers related to cloud free tier, because here you have not specified specifically if you're asking for what thing in cloud free tier. Now, if you want to view this particular answer, you can just press on show answer, and automatically that particular answer will be shown right in front of you. And not only this, if you see after what is cloud free tier, we are also giving you an option to rate this particular answer. Now, for example, if being an customer, if you don't like this answer, you can make it as a negative comment as well. And all these things, if you see, I didn't write a single line of code right in front of you. Now, being the admin of the bot, if I want to go and view anything, can we do it in ODA? Yes. So we have a inbuilt insights or metrics over here where we can go and check anything which has been done by the customers, by the users, and what type of questions has been answered, and even the custom metrics. Now, if you see over here, this is sorry, the custom metrics, why didn't it come? I'll just have a check on that. But you can come and like, for example, if some of the questions was not answered. Now, the first time when this was not trained, it came to the what is Oracle Cloud Free Tier as a unresolved intent. But over here, suppose if somebody asks questions like, how's the weather today? You can view it over here in this particular page. Now, after this, being an admin, you can take calls. Like, you can either train the bot with that particular message, or you can create something so that the bot answers questions like that as well. So using this particular insights model, you can do that. Now, I'll just come back and show it, ask some other questions also and just check it out. Now, if I just come over here and ask some questions like, okay, the SLAs or the service level agreements. So if I come and ask the bot, okay, and if I ask something which is a full match, like for example, this is something looks like a full match. So let me come and try out that as well from the bot. So, sorry, yeah. If you see over here, now since that was a full match to the question, it didn't give you options. It just give you the answer immediately, the question and the answer. So how easy it is to create an FAQ bot you see over here. And again, you can rate the conversation, and based on that, the admin can go, and if there are many negative comments onto this particular question and answer, then the admin can take a look into that and change the answers and stuffs like that. And all these things, using the consist template, you can do it so easily. You can, as you saw over here, you can just give a document link, a PDF link, and everything. So that's it. What all things I had today. If you have any questions, probably you can ask me.
I would like to thank you all for attending the call. Thank you, Anj, for the great demo. And of course, we are awaiting you on upcoming events. Thank you and have a great day. And thank you for your reactions. Bye-bye.